Another installment of the Cabal Calendar Calculator. Today's video, we are going to be taking a close look at just exactly how in the world the moon fits into this whole thing. The moon, right? What is going on with the moon? What is going on with the moon? So, where to even start? Where to even start? I don't even know where to start. So, this whole process started for me on June 18th with the sinking of the Titan. And at that time, I was doing a completely different method of decoding just on my own. I wasn't publishing any work. I wasn't doing anything with it. It was just a hobby, I guess. I have a background in investigations and I no longer do that. And so it was just a little way of keeping up. It was a good hobby to have, right? Well, this whole study morphed into something completely ridiculous. And it sent me down a very deep rabbit hole. And I discovered that there was indeed, and I think that I'm now able to prove successfully, that there is in fact a method of measuring the calendar system. And I call it the Cabal Calendar. And I'll get into it when we talk about Adam Weishaupt a little bit, but basically, it starts the year on like day one of the Cabal year as March 1st. March 1st happens to be the same day in history that Adam Weishaupt, the creator of the Illuminati, founded the Illuminati. Well, he wasn't the creator, but he was the creator of the Illuminati as we know of it today, right? In the year before America became America, right? So it's probably why we see so much symbolism in our money system and in our Washington, D.C., and a lot of our cities, because it all follows this code and this pattern, right? Right. Okay, so let's get back to what I'm calling the moonths, right? This system is going to be added to this system. And it is the celestial calendar, right? So we have, as you can see, I've been working very diligently on it. I'm going to be posting it. But unfortunately, I'm dyslexic as all get out. And I put 2013. So I've got an entire year's worth of work to do. That was a real bummer. So anyway, so the Cabal calendar and the celestial calendar chart, the C, 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. It's X. So this is the X calendar. Right? Both of these systems is going to become the X calendar. Because everything is about the X nowadays, right? So the X calendar. It's no longer the Cabal calendar. It's no longer the celestial calendar. It's going to be calendar X or X calendar. All right. Before we jump into it, let's do a little history lesson. Now, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, God, it's the freaking Jesuits. Ah! Well, it is the goddamn Jesuits, right? It is the Illuminati, it is the Freemasons, it is the Cabal. I think it is. It's just all one giant system of death and torture and destruction, and it's all tied together with these familiar number patterns. I'm not going to get too crazy with the numbers. I'm going to keep it at 201, 223, 322, right? With a couple of variances, just for a little bit of flavor. For entertainment purposes only, I forgot to say that. I forgot to do my giant disclaimers. This is all for entertainment purposes only, folks. We're not predicting the future. We're kind of predicting the future. But we're looking at past events, and we're bringing it into the now, so we can take a look at the future. So when the future happens, we can say, oh, this is how it happened, this is how it happened, this is how it happened. And eventually, someday, somebody will be able to figure it out, and we'll be able to predict the future. All right, let's look at these guys, right? The Jesuits. I might even put a link. I'll figure out how to do that. So you can just link and check up everything I'm saying, check on everything I'm saying. So we have their motto here, right? You have the sun. But is it the sun or is it the moon blackening out the sun? Or is it the sun and the moon? Is it the sun S-U-N or S-O-N? Which one is it? Do we really know? We have the founders, St. Ignatius of Loyola. And we went into his history a little bit a couple videos back. I won't hit that. But now we are in the time of the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis. And Pope Francis is living in Suite 201 of the Domus Sanctae Martyr, and we'll get into the gematria of that, I think. Actually, I don't even think we're doing the 201 gematria, but the Domus Sanctae Martyr is 201, and Jorge Mario Bergoglio was 201, and Saint Francis, right? Pope Francis, Saint Francis. Saint Francis was the 201st Pope who built the Domus Sanctae Martyr that houses the 201 Pope with the 201 name in Suite 201. It's all about the 201s. What in the world is going on in 201, right? Who knows? Right. And there was another France here, right? They were from France or in France or... Well, look, I don't even speak Latin, so I'm not even going to pronounce that. But it's English for the greater glory of God, right? We are going to talk about this fella towards the end because you'll see how it all ties into, note the date of birth, October 14th. We're going to get to October 14th, but we got to go through all this ridiculousness to get to October 14th. Okay, I think we have satisfied this. It's interesting to note that Wikipedia likes to leave little Easter eggs, right? But this isn't about the Jesuits, so we'll do them later. All right. Like I said, we're getting into the moon. Now, I just mentioned that Wikipedia likes to leave little Easter eggs, and we do live in upside-down, backwards world, so sometimes a number can mean 93 or 39. 93 or 39. Well, speaking of 93, we're not even doing the Jesuits. 93 is a very important number for them anyway. So keep in mind August 1st, right? And we're going to be talking about the Mansons eventually. If you want to skip through all of this is pretty funny. If you want to skip through all of this and all of this and all of these and all of them and all this and all that and all this and all of him and all that, when you see me get to here, tune back in. But if you want to get some history and if you want to talk about the numbers and you want to listen to something funny and probably get a strike, well, pay attention. Tune in, get some popcorn, sit back and relax. Rick, this one's for you. We're going to pick on Baron the Baron, the B-A-R-R-O-N, not the B-A-R-O-N, but the Baron. If you do reduction values in your gematria, RR's 99. So we're going to talk about 66778899. Baron's going to be Mr. 99, I think. We'll see what happens. Born on March 20th. You know, I'm talking about the moon thing. We'll leave poor Baron alone, because I'm going to beat on him for a little bit anyway. But it is interesting, right? Speaking of this cat, look at how tall he is, right? So the news this year is all about how he's 6'7", 6'7", this, 6'7" that, on and on and on. And if you want to listen to what the media's saying for their little Easter eggs, you go to your trusty dusty calendar and you take a look at 6'7", which you could. And 6'7" this year, right? We're at 6'7". This year is kind of non-applicable to what we're talking about. So we'll look at 7'6", since we live in upside down world. And 7'6" is like, holy schmoly. Like, we're talking about this kid being 6'7", and we're talking about 7'6" because we live in upside down world. And we're talking about the 322s. And it is 3 months, 2 weeks, 2 days past his birthday. And I'm starting to figure out that the Baron, is born on the absolute perfect day of the year for some strange reason, which gets you into all kinds of ridiculousness, but it's very suspicious that he happened to be born on this very specific day in the year. So we're going to talk about the Biden crime family syndicate, and since we're talking about the Biden crime family syndicate, and we're using the Cabal Calendar, this day, right, the 6-7, or the 7-6 rather, is 22 weeks and 3 days past Beau Biden's Cabal death date, measuring one way. Right, just to recap, you have your Gregorian day, and then every Gregorian day has... Oh, look, I've got a little note here. We haven't even got to August yet. So every we've got more notes, and oh, there's that number. Oh my God, what's going on this month? So every Gregorian day has two, let's see if I can find an example here, right? 2 dates on top of it. So one day can actually mean 2, And when we tie the moon cycle into it, you'll see why they all sort of coincide together. Right. So Baron, born on this very specific special day, right? And measuring 322 days from his very special day in 2023, because we're in 2023 and he's 17 years old, or he's in his 18th year. It's just very curious, right? So let's look ahead to 2-5. Looking ahead, scrolling through. At some point, I'll figure out how to transpose my phone calendar onto my computer. I can take all my pictures and my notes and histories and all of this. I can put it on my phone. I can take all this from my phone and put it on my computer, except for my damn calendar. Like the one thing in the world that I want to do, it is physically impossible for me to do. It's very frustrating. And again, at some point, I'll take a huge block of time out of my life and transpose everything in manually so I can show you step by step by step. I can't talk and scroll at the same time. I think I've touched on that before. So 2-5, 2-5, 2-5. Oh, well, that's the day in history, according to the Cabal Calendar, that Ronald Reagan died. And we're talking about this Baron cat. It is, well, of course, it's 322. It's 322 days since his last birthday. So going back in time, right, because it's always day X and behind a day and forward a day, unless you're using the moon. But typically, it's a 3-day cycle. So going back a day, it is Hunter Biden's birthday. So we have Ronald Reagan's Cabal death date, and we have Hunter Biden's birth date. All right, Hunter Biden's all in the news, closely tied to the war in Ukraine, making all kinds of headlines in 2023, bringing down the House. Interesting. And going ahead a day is the Cabal death date of RFK, right? So we're going to be talking about RFK and JFK and all the Ks. And my last video was all about the Ks. And so again, we're on February 6th, and we're talking about the 223s and the 322s and the 201s. Well, that is 223 days past Musk's 2023 birthday, right? Musk, ex-Musk. Oh my God. And this day is also, right, February 6th is the day in history that Adam Weishaupt was born. Oh, not him. Well, we'll get to him eventually. So Adam Weishaupt, right, founder of the Illuminati on May 1st, where you get all of your signature numbers from, died on the 322nd day of the year, 322. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do I need to look at 322? Are we going to get to 322? Let's see. Let's see. 322. Yes, we will. Look at those explanation points. Oh my goodness. Do I even want to get into it right now or wait? Let's wait. All right, so we're talking about our numbers, or like our double-digit numbers here. 66, and we've gone absolutely crazy with the ciphers, and we're going to open up the field just because we're having fun for entertainment purposes only. Okay, we talked about Jorge Mario Bergoglio, who lives in the Domus Sancti Marte. So not only is it 201, but it's also 66 and 66. If you're not using Chaldean, you should be. Should be. The number of a man is 66. Well, the number of a man is 666. So there's a 6, and 6, and another 6. And Sirhan fits into the RFK thing, with the Sirhan is 33 and Sirhan is 33. So you got your 66 and another 66, and there's your 6666. Jesus! God save the Queen, right? Uh-oh. And of course he's using X, or Cipher X, right? And we'll take a look at what Cipher X is. I think we'll do Cipher X here at the end. Because who knows what I don't even know where Cipher X came from. Hey, we got alien babies on the way, and we've got Pearl Harbor Day. We probably have alien babies on Pearl Harbor Day because it's the 6, and 6, and 6, and 6, and everybody's going to be worshiping Saturn on Alien Baby Pearl Harbor Day, thanks to Elon Musk after the fake alien invasion that's 666 days from the day that the Queen died, and Syrian's going to be released from fucking jail and on to 666, and oh my god, and it's going to be... everything's going to happen all at once. So let's get into Cypher X real quick. Let's do a breakdown on Cypher X. Since X Musk is, of course, using Cypher X, he must be a subscriber to Gematria. That's how he does all this. Oh my god. Alright, let's... KFWRMDYTAVQHCXOJELGVSNIZUP. Now I know my FKLs. Next time, won't you Cypher X with me? Alright, that was fun. Don't make fun of my singing voice. Alright. Anyway, alright, so 77, right? So we did the 66. If you're 666, then I'm 777. Let's do the 77s, the 77s, right? Because we live in America, we're all Americans here. And America was built on Weishaupt, right? America, Weishaupt. 77, again, Chaldean, in for the kill. And Weishaupt is a granddaddy of secret societies, and we have Isos Hominum Salvador. I'd get you back to the Schmezowitz, right? Who brought us the English alphabet, who brought us the calendar that we go by, not this crazy Cabal calendar, or even this most ridiculous calendar, but the calendar that we're going on today, right? It's based on the 26 letters of the English alphabet. 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, gets you all into this repeating pattern of craziness all over again. It's all numerical. It's all this code. This is a code for this, which is a code for this. It's all code. It's all numerical. And we've cracked the code, right? Because it's the greatest show on Earth. 77. All right, now you may be saying to yourself, well, you can make anything mean anything. And, well, yes, you can, because we only have 26 letters in our alphabet. So, yes, multiple words do mean the same thing. But it's the same words attached to the same people with the same numbers over and 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 over again. Right? And who best describes this? Well, let's listen for a second. Let's get a strike. Let's get our first strike today.
Then you look at 2, there's a wah-wah you don't need.
Exactly.
Could that be the wah-wah from 1 that slipped down into 2?
What are we doing here? All right.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's look at this. What's this, gang? Bomb. B-O-M-B, bomb. T-O-M-B. Tom? No, that'd be too easy. You'd learn that and run outside and play. That's tomb. If that's tomb, is that boom? No, that's bomb. That's tomb. That's comb.
Right. I'll put a link for you because it's a pretty good one. I remember watching that as a kid, and I was like, yeah, it does make sense. Because it does make sense. So we talked about the 66, the 77. Let's get into the 88s. Right? When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. What? Who? Who died on the Order 322, the 223 day of the year, the 322 day of the year? Well, he died on the 322 day of the year. So who's Order 322? Right? It's these guys. And again, because we're living on the greatest show on Earth. Huge shout out to Logan from Decode Your Reality that's always talking about the greatest show on Earth. I'm not going to piggyback off his stuff, but I think it is. Oh my god. So 88, right? So 88. Infinity, the double infinities, the crisscross, the X, right? You overlay you have your, oh my god, it's the infinity symbol. And then you have your double infinity, which makes your cross, which makes your X. And it's 1, 2, 3, all the way to 8, 9. So 88 is your infinity. The next step is 9, right? Because 8 plus 1 is 9. And then 9 starts the cycle all over again. 8 plus 1 is 9, all over again. That's how you get your 88, your infinite number, all over again. It's the same thing. We talked about the 322s and the 223s, and the 223s turning 322 and 223 and 3 and 2 and 2. Oh my god, what? What? I'm not making this up. I'm going off the official source. Oh my goodness, what else do we have here? What? What? Oh, okay, let's do this out loud. All right, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, all right, okay, so you get 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Sun, moon, one eye symbolism, 47 degrees. Oh my god. Okay. Right. The 223s, the 322s are turning 322. The 223s are turning the 322s and the 223s. We've beat that to death again. Right, and they are turning 322 on this particular day in history. The 223s are turning 322, and the 666s and these guys, right? Okay. So we're getting to Adam Weishaupt. I talk about these Easter eggs. I should know this already. Let's just take a look, see, shall we? 3, 4. 3, 4 is nothing. The day before something. The day after something. Let's look at 4, 3. 4, 3. Well, it's 223 days past Ignatius of Loyola's birthday. Right, so there's your 223 and your 322, and it's the day before 4, 4, and we will get to the 4, 4. Right, so it's always a day before, a day after, or the day of. It's constantly this 3-day cycle. So we talked about the 322s, the 223s turning 322, and then this fella, right? 1118. 1118 expired on the 322 day of the year. And check this out, if you measure from his birthday that year, you get this number, but check this out. Oh my god, you get that number. Right, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Signature numbers. Happy birthday to... Okay, I'm doing a lot of singing in this one. And just for fun, right, are we going to look at 284? We're not even going to do it, because we're trying to get to the friggin' moon. We are trying to get to the moon. But before we can get to the moon, we got to talk about Charles Manson. And we got to find out why in the world Charles Manson is being resurrected into 2023 again. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Okay. Look at the notes. Look at the notes. Look at the notes. Look at the notes. Here we go. So where do we even start with this? Let's do... Now, I rarely do the Cabal birthdays, but I'm starting to think that maybe I should be doing the birthdays. Right, because I do the Cabal birthdays of the people that are alive, but I rarely do the Cabal birthdays of the people that are dead. I always do the death days of the people that are dead. Well, like, it makes perfect sense. And this is a perfect example of why. What the hell is going on now? I already... Oh, shit. I'm out of... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Well, since we're going to be talking about 4-4, right? 4-4 is going to be coming up, right? 4-4. Ritual sacrifices, 44. And Chaldean again, guys. Kill is 4-4. Shooting is 4-4. Musk happens to be 4-4. These people are 4-4. This guy, 4-4. All about yesterday's 44 video. This guy, this day, this thing, this guy. Like, I can't even get through this guy. I'm trying to. Oh, my God. This guy, right? His numbers up. Okay. All right. So. Oh, shit. Now I've done it. Now I'm completely lost. Why's up? Okay. So we're going to find his Cabal birth dates. I almost said death date again. Cabal birth date. November 12th. November 12th. It's the 196th day. What do we have here? 196. 196. Got all kinds of notes. So let's take a look at what the notes say. Gregorian 714, right? Because it is the 715, or I'm sorry, the 196th day of the year, because we're doing it, going forward, is 715. So let's see the day before. So 15. Day before. It's Gerald Ford's birthday, which is very interesting. And it's also one of the ways of measuring. It's Hunter Biden again. It's his Cabal birthday. And it is also the day in history that Ivana Trump died in 2022. Right? Interesting. And the 15th is nothing. I think I meant to say 16 on that one, right? Because I wouldn't say C6. Right. It's 16. So the 16th is the day in history that JFK Jr. died. And if you saw yesterday's video on the JFK, RFK, Trump, Biden, Cabal connection thing, we ended with JFK's death date. So isn't that something? How, right, we're measuring his life Cabal, just one, not the second one yet. I don't even know if we'll get to the second one. But it puts us on within a 3-day span of the JFK RFK thing. And you'll see as we get along how it ties directly to 2023 again. Oh my God. So we'll just stick with that. Because I'd really like to get to the moon at some point. Right. Well, I talked about getting into 2023, so let's get into it. Right? So measuring from 4/22/1968. 1968. Wait a minute. How did I get to 4/22? I'm sorry, folks. I am sorry. I think I'm out of step somehow. Shit. Did I do 2? Oh. Burp. Right. So the murders happened. I am out of step. So the murders happened in 1969, right? We'll get to the murders happening in 1969. Well, why in the world are they using a 1968 picture for him on Wikipedia? Right? Why 1968 if it happened in 1969? And you'll see that he has another booking photo in 1969. So why draw attention to this date? Well, you have your 422, so there's your 24, so there's your 44, right? There's another 44 reference, and what happened on 44? Oh, God. Right? 44. Oh, let's not say it. Let's just spray it. MLK. Right? 44666 brings you into October 2023 again. We'll get to it. So very, very interesting that they happen to mention, it just so happens that they're talking about, right, 4/22/1968, right, let's just triple check our work, 4/22/1968, we're talking about the 666s and the 223s and the 322s and the 201s, and well, here's our first 666, and god damn it brings you right to 2023. I'm not even going to look at 1022 because we have to get through August first to get into 1022. But 1022 is very interesting. Well, since I'm talking about it, we'll just do it anyway. So 1022. Now, we're talking about the 666s and the 201s and the 322s and the 223s. Well, October 22nd of 2023 is 66 weeks and 6 days since New York City put out this completely random nuclear survival PSA. And while I was doing my research on this, I was drawn to this date on 7/11. Anyway, we'll get to 7/11. And it just so happens that, this PSA is put out on 7/11 in 2022. Like, Claydex was put out, like Event 201 was put out, like all the operations that prepared everybody for 9/11 was put out. So, very interesting, very, very interesting. See Cabal Calendar 183. I leave myself these little breadcrumbs because it's very. Oh my God! Here's a breadcrumb. So now now I gotta jump forward to 10:30. Oh my God! It's 10:30. What the hell happened on 10:30? Oh, it's Hell Night. Oh, how could I forget Hell Night? Right? Hell Night. Now, I went to college in Michigan, and I was a fireman. I went to school to become a paramedic, and while I was going through the paramedic school, we would do shows at the Palladium, and ICP was huge, and there was all kinds of ridiculousness. And one of my first experiences with ICP was working Hell Night, and it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. I was a farm kid from Maine, and a year later, I'm working Hell Night in downtown Detroit with these crazy friggin' people, with their juggalos, which are the most ridiculous people I've ever met in my entire life. Oh my word. I would highly... Don't even look at them. Enough, right? So we talked... We have our little note here, which gets us into Hell Night. And because we're looking one day ahead and one day back, let's just play Back to the Future and we'll look... Right? It's Halloween Eve. We might as well look at Halloween. And Halloween is Jason Aldean's Cabal birthday number 1. Talked about Jason Aldean with the peaches and the Georgia and everything that has to do with the Georges and all the Georges. George. And it's also Tom Cruise's Cabal birthday number 2. So Tom Cruise, who plays in all these movies about alien abductions and alien this and alien that, well, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Something to think about in the future. Aight, so, November 1934. November 1934, we're born on the 11th. Born on the 11th, right? So, once again, now with this moon calendar, it's always a 3-day, it's either on or some weird 3-day span. So we're pretty close. 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 So but it's not it, right? We'll get to it in the future, but it's pretty close. And November, right? Because we're playing Time Machine. And what was his date of birth again? It was 11/34. So I'm sorry, 11/11? What am I doing here? What are we talking about? November 12th. Oh my goodness. My notes are all messed up. November 12th. Okay, well, exactly. Here we go. It puts you right on the 3. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Right? This is what I wanted to pay attention to in the first place. It's this symbol right here. So November 12th. Let's triple check. November 12th, right? Why are we in November 17? Because he died in November 17. My goodness, folks, I'm so sorry. So November 12th. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? And since we're here in 17, and he died, so not only was he born, but he died on the 19th. 1, 2. So in 2017, are we starting a new ritual cycle? It is possible. Now, I haven't done my whole huge decode mess with Manson because I just kind of figured this out this morning and thought I'd throw this together, so apologize for all the crazy back and forth, but this isn't an exact science yet. But it is interesting, right? We're talking about the 3-day thing. Oops. Oh my God. Jeez, I'm cramming. 1, 2, 3. Right. Right. What is going on to the moon? It's not like it's over here. It's not like it's over here. It is within this span. Okay. 11/19. I think this is how we get into our Cabal death dates. right? That was just the birth date, and just one of the Cabal birth dates. So we died on November 19th. So November 11/19 is the 323. Oh, it's so close to a 322, right? It could have happened on this day and got reported on this day. Could have. 11:59. Boom, bang, bing. There you go. Could have. But let's not play too craziness. Let's just get into 11/19. 11/19. Oh my goodness, so busy. So we have July 22nd. So we're going to take a look at July 22nd first. So Cabal Day, Death Day number 1, July, January, February, March. Oh, I'm in 2025. Oh my goodness, what have I done? I don't know how the hell I got into 2025. So we're going to look at July 22nd. July 22nd. Well, that is the day that World War I kicked off. So you're talking about your moon cycles, right? A lot of death and destruction and all the horribleness that's attached to that. The day before is nothing. The day after is all kinds of craziness. You got Joe Biden's Cabal birthday. And you've got notes here to follow Alec Baldwin. Excuse me. It's a 322 from Alec Baldwin's 201 322 thing. So very interesting that it all kind of falls within this time period, and we're talking about 2007. We'll get into 2023. So that's Cabal Day number 1. And Cabal Day number 2, 11/19, CC 323. So you go to 323. 3, 2, 3. Oh my god, all kinds of notes. What do we got here? C318. Well, apparently I'm supposed to see 318. 318. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Right. I just talked about this guy. Right, we just talked about this date. And so Manson's second Cabal death date is the same day in the Cabal on the first day, or the first day. Jesus, that JFK Jr. was 44. Splash. Right? Water rituals. Amazing. Let's look at that again, right? How the hell is that possible? We've already hit the JFK thing, we've already hit the RFK thing, and now we're doing the JFK thing. The JFK Jr. thing. I can't wait till we get to the RFK Jr. thing again. Yes. What else? Have we beat this to death? I think we have. Oh, well, let's just... Alright. You want to talk about the 322 day of the year and the 323 day of the year? Why, 322... Right, well, let's do 323 and we'll go back and forward. So 323 is the day in history called the prelude to the Russian-Ukraine war. And it's also Wernher von Braun's birthday, and we're talking about the fake alien invasion and all that ridiculousness that's getting spun up. So the day before is, well, it's day 322. It's the day that the Georgia Guidestones were put up, and we're talking about the Georgias and the Georgias and the Georgias on the Georgia with the Georgia. And speaking of alien craziness, it's also the day in history that Indiana Jones' Crystal Skull was released, which was about the worst movie I'd ever seen in my entire life. I was a huge Indiana Jones fan when I was a kid, and this movie was terrible. Terrible. And we're talking about the 44s, and it's 44 days past Adam Weishaupt's birth. Right? Adam Weishaupt. Thank you, Cabal Calendar. Thank you, Illuminati symbolism. Jeez, wait. Right, and so we're going to take the 323 day of the year and add a day, right, because it's always a day of behind and forward. And it's the day in history that Queen Mary died. Her death day. It's Queen Elizabeth, right? It's her mom. And before I forget, you want to get real crazy about it, we'll get to this date eventually, but so we have in our gematria values we'll occasionally throw in a gematria value. And one of them is 170, right? Because the gematria value for sacrifice is 170. And way back, all those couple days ago, when I did the Queen to Diana to the coronation to the all it's all connected, right? I thought, well, would it be funny if I just put in just we'll see what happens. And I put in, so every 170 days from the Queen's date of birth, the year that she died, so it's 170 days in 2022, and it's 127 days and another 170 days. So you get these intervals of 170 days from her birth, right, every year. And so the first one from her birth is the first sacrifice day of the Queen. And somebody in the community suggested that I take a stronger look at Prince Philip and his death, how suspicious that was. And oh my God. So Prince Philip, his second Cabal death date is on the Queen's first sacrifice day. What the hell happened there? Philip! Oh my God. These people. So let's bring it into the future, right? The timeline of the Manson Murders. But we're not even going to get there yet. I forgot. We still got to do 1969. Look at all this we got to get to. This is where we come to the future. So if you want to skip all this ridiculousness, skip to where I get here. Skip to my Lou. And we have the resurrection of Charles Manson, right? Because he's been resurrected. Okay, so March 23rd, 1969, we're using an official source. I just used this one because it gives you pretty little pictures. And, well, look, here's his 1969 mugshot. Why are we using 1968 again? What is all this? We'll break this down. Okay, starting from the top. We're going to play back and forth a little bit. Probably going to get confused. It is a confusing system. So March 23rd, 1969, Charles Manson visits Sharon Tate's house during a photo shoot, right? Sharon Tate. Well, you want to talk about the crazy moon mission? Like, who was she married to? So, March 23rd, March 1969, 23rd, 1, 2, 3. Well, there's that friggin' moon again. The same cycle. Right? We've already talked about that cycle. Right? What are we getting to with this cycle? Number 2. July 25th, 1969. Bobby slays Gary. What the hell happened on this day? Right? What was it again? July 25th, 1969. So, July 25th, 1969. 1, 2. Oh! So close. But still, I mean, pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. August 8th. The afternoon of August 8th, 1969. Did we do it? August 1969. 8, 1, 2. Well, here he is again. Right? Not here. 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 But here. 1, 2, 3. Right? Interesting. So we took a look at this. I forgot to look at Charles Miles Manson the first, but this was very interesting. All right, so what the hell we got going on here? 3, I. So what do we got going here? Let's take a look. Where are we at? Is this it? That's not it. We'll get there. All right, so the CII. Kind of sounds like the CAA, right? The CII, AA11, CAA, CAI, CAI, ICA. Well, let's just take a look at all the 3s and the 6s and the 2s and the 4s and the 6s and the 3s and the... So the C is, right, C is 3. So 3, C, 3 C's. Then you have your 3, 2 plus 1, 3, 3, and 3, and 3, and 3, and 6 was just a bunch of C's, and you got a 3s and your 9s and 1s and 3s, which are all 9s and 3s and 3s and 9s, and 6 plus 4 is 6, which is a bunch of other 3s, and so you have your 6s and 3s and 3s and 6s. Oh my God. So there's another 3 and a 9 and another 3 and another 3 and 6s and more 3s and more 6s and 3s and jeez, criminy. Like, what are we talking about here? Right? So your 9 is 3 3s and your 6s is 2 3s and there's another 2 3s and there's some more 3s. I got there's a 5 and a 6. Oh God, it's 56, right? 5 6 6 5. Well, let's just take a look, right? 5 6 5 6, because that sounds familiar. 5 6. It's of course I always forget this. 5 6 is the coronation date of King Charles, right? How the hell do they do that? Jesus criminy. So 5 8. Let's see what 5 8 is. Well, it's 223 days since the 2022 celebration of the Jesuits' birthday. What's 5 6? We already did 5 6. Did we do 5 6? Let's do 6 5. And again, we're looking for familiar patterns, familiar numbers over and over and over again. Oh, shit. 6 5 is the Cabal their death date, rather, of Ronald Reagan. And we talked about the 170 sacrifice day. It's the first 170 sacrifice day of the Pope. Pope Francis that we talked about in the Doma Sancti Marte, in Suite 201, built by St. Francis, who was the 201st, the 201 thing. So why are we referencing that again? All right, do you want to do 6 8? Let's do 8 6. Let's do 6 8. What the hell? We're already in 6. So 6 8. Well, that gets you back to Sirhan. Oh my God. And it's Bronny James, right? We're talking about this. Right, I can't even get through Kobe because of the Bronny James thing, which ties into everything else. Like all of these people coming up. I don't want to lose my place, but right, I'm trying to get through Kobe, and all of these people, all these dead people, are connected to Kobe using this system. And I'm not even using the celestial system. Okay. What were we going to do? 8 6? We should. Well, 8 6 is the day that the Holy Roman Empire fell, and what are we talking about with the Pope Francis? Oh my God! Right? And it's the same day that it's the prison, so we're talking about Sirhan, and in his bizarre photo that wasn't taken on the day that he was arrested, it has the code, which I did the gematria values of. Well, the gematria value brings you to 8 6 of the word prison. And it's also the day in history that little boy was dropped in Hiroshima, which gets into Oppenheimer, who was born on a perfect day and died on a perfect day to get your 223 and 322 and 201 rituals. Oh my goodness. Is there anything else? We're just going to leave it alone because we got to get into the friggin' moons. Right? So, what are we looking at? Where are we at? March. Looking at the notes. March. We've already done all that. November 2017. He died in 2017. Just a recap. So he was born on the 11th or the 12th. Which one was it? Right? Born on. Bingo. Died on the 19th. Bingo. So was 2017 the start of a new series of rituals to propel us into 2022, 2023, 2024, right? Like this 3-year cycle. So 17, 18, 19, 20, right? It's this continuous cycle over and over and over again of the same number patterns, and it's all within a 3-year cycle. Jeez. So July 1969, what happened in July 1969? Right, did we already talk about that? Getting too confused. March, June, July, 25th. Oh my God, where was I? July, the 25th. 1, 2, 3. I think we already talked about that. Right. So we're talking about a lot of these, with the exception of, right, his death day, which was the new one, starting the new cycle over. Most of these occurrences are happening on or within this 3-day span of the quarters. So what does a quarter remind you of, right? As above, Show below. As above, show below. We're talking about the Hollywood elites. As above. What? Jedi. Jedi. What are you doing to us there, Tommy? The man who starred in the movie, the man with one red shoe, the Red Shoe Club, the poor little kid from Home Alone talking about the Red Shoe Club. You can go online. They haven't scrubbed that yet for some reason. I would highly suggest you take a look at what Macaulay Culkin says. Now, he's an actor, right? They're all actors and they're all acting, but they're still putting it into the public consciousness. All these crazy stories about all these Hollywood elites. And when you do things, right, that are obvious, right, what's a good one? Let's just look at this, right? No, it's not a good one. Jesus Christ. Jesus! My computer's probably going to crash now. Is this a good one? Oh my God, apparently not. See what I mean? I used the name of the Lord in vain. What happened? What did I just say was going to happen? Let's find a good one. Is this a good one? Oh my God, this one's got the children and the... Oh no, this is a terrible one. You know what I'm saying. As above, so below, Baphomet, Jedi, Wilson. Okay. We talked about the 666s, right? The 666s, and we went crazy with this one, and we opened up all the ciphers. Oh my God, and what have I done now? Right, we opened up all the ciphers just to see what's going to happen. We already sang the Cypher X song. Somebody should send that to Elon. I almost called him Elon. Elon Musk. Oh, Elon Musk. That's what they call him in China. Elon Musk. So mathematics of the circle, right? 666, 666, 666. God speaks through numbers. 666. Well, no shit, Sherlock. July 8th, 2023. July 8th, 2023. Well, something happened on July 8th, 2023. Let's see if it applies here. June, July 8th. Oh, that's right. Right, so I started doing these number iterations, 666s and 201s. And so July 28th, I'm sorry, July, wait, 28th? What am I doing here? July 8th, I'm right, okay. 2023. Jesus Christ. It's 666 days past Adam Weishaupt's birth in the previous year. And we've talked about the fake alien invasion with Tom Cruise and Jason Aldean and Rihanna's alien egg baby and the Georges and the Georgia Peach, and we got U2 coming up on the 10/7 day. Oh my God. So this is also the day in history, right? The July 8th, 2023, that Roswell happened in 1947. Interesting. And what's also interesting about this day is, so not only is it 666 days past Weishaupt's last birthday, but it's also 233, so you're 233 days past his death day this year. So we've got the 666 from last year with a death, and we've got the 223 from this year with a death. What? Watch out for this friggin' day. Probably in 2024. Probably with the fake alien invasion, but who knows? We gotta get through August 1st. We gotta get through this video first before we can even get to... Look at... Jesus! Just skip ahead. Okay. So what the hell happened in August? Alright. Have we done the everything yet? August, right? August 8th was... Well. Let's just go back. Did I double up? I might have doubled up. I can't even remember at this point. We're in August, so August 8th, right? And then August 8th, and then August 9th. So we'll do 889, right? 889. Where are we at? 8, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so close. Right? Well, it didn't happen to play a part in the role on that year. On that year, it didn't. Which is really interesting that it didn't, right? So it kind of throws the whole... The moon has something to do with the ritualistic events when it happens out the window. But again, we're coming up because we're using the rules of 3. We're coming up to 2023 because the 666 brought us into 2023. We've got the resurrection of Prince Charles Manson, the Dark Prince, in 2023, and we'll get to another reason why 2023 is on the mind. All right, and another reason why 2023 is on the mind. So, right, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious stuff. So 8, 10, doesn't mean a whole lot. Why are we picking on 722? Why the hell are we picking on 722? Why are we picking on 722? Why are we picking on 722? Oh, for crying out loud. We're going to skip over it. Doesn't matter at this point. Right? We're looking at August in 2023. We will come back to this August in 2023. I promise. So let's look at from the day... Oh, maybe was it this? Nope. So he died on this day in this year. And let's do some familiar numbers. Since we're in 2023, right? So we'll skip over the 5 part. And we're going to look at some familiar numbers from his death date into 2023. Because he's being resurrected in 2023. Because it's being brought back into the mind's eye of the public in 2023. And because measuring from the bizarre 1968 photo from the murders that happened in 1969 with the 666 gets you into 2023. Right. So 911, see Moonth. So 827. 8. I'm going backwards. I'm going forwards. I'm going upside down again. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 8, 27, 8, 27. What about that? Moonth. 827. 827. 1, 2, 3. Signature number. Signature number. 27, 1, 2, 3. Now that signature number. Holy shit, I got all kinds of stuff going on here. See Cabal chart 108. See Cabal calendar. CC. I don't know why I did C. Well, CC 1118. Oh my goodness. Okay. Signature number, right, from his death date. 322. We're talking about 322. We're not getting crazy and talking about 1742s and 11 3s and 8 9s. His signature numbers over and over and over again. So we'll start from left and right and work our way up and down. All right, so CC 108. 108. Well, shit, I'm right here. Fletch, C+1. Well, what the hell does that mean? I should have made myself a better note. So August 16th. August 16th plus 1. Oh my god. Let's go minus 1. We'll work our way left to right. So August 15th is 332 days from the Jesuits' 22 birthday. The Jesuits were created on this day. And we're talking about the Chaldean 120, the 120 ritual sacrifice. Well, the sacrifice value is 120, and in Chaldean it's the 8th triangle and the 15th tetrahedral. So 815 is a perfect sacrifice day in Chaldean on the Cabal chart, because the Cabal calendar uses the Chaldean, the CCCs, and the CC. And this day also is on my radar because it's Jamie Foxx's Cabal calendar birth date. Because Jamie was hospitalized on his other Cabal birth date, I decided to put his second Cabal birth date in there. And there's a whole bunch of ridiculousness that goes on with that. See yesterday's... Was it yesterday's? I think it was yesterday's video on that. And Royal Princess Anne was born on this day, on this perfect day for the 8th triangle and the 15th tetrahedral. right? So 8:15, Royal Princess Anne was born. And what is going to happen on 8:15? Let's just see. Oh my God! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. All kinds of uh-ohs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll see, right? We will see what happens on the 3. I kind of gotta pee. So, all right. So C108, we saw 108. C 1118 322. So the 322 is a 322 on the 322. So let's look at C18, C1118 322. CC, the 3s and the 2s and the 223s and the 322s. So 1118, November 18th. Oh my God, July 21st. 322. Well, what the hell happened on July 21st? July 21st. Nothing. Mickey Rourke news. Interesting the day before. Mickey Rourke. Keep an eye on Mickey Rourke. I'm just going to say publicly, well, just see if this works out. Let's just see what happens in Mickey Rourke on or about his birthday this year. And we'll see. We'll just see. Bruce Lee died this day. Bruce Lee ties into Coco Lee, turns into Brandon Lee, turns into all kinds of ridiculousnesses with the Lee family, and ties into Hunter Biden, and gets into the Cabal Calendar, and gets you into 4-4, which turns into 10-4, which turns into 10-7. Oh my God. And so, right, so we're matching our signature numbers. And we're doing the magic rule of 3 the day of, before, and after. So the day after is Charles Manson's Cabal Death Day #1. How did we come back to this, right? How did we come back to this? We're just measuring signature numbers. I'm not getting crazy with the numbers. I'm not measuring 276. I'm measuring 322, which is 276 technically, I guess. That was a bad example. And again, it's the day that World War I kicked off. So why are these people dying and being born on these very special days in the calendar, in the moonths, so they can have their numbers stamped on these things? I don't know. What the hell is March 7th? 3-7. Oh my God, look at this. Bingo. What are we talking about? Right? 322. Death Day. Signature number. Bingo, bango. 322, 322. 108, right? 322. The hell's 108? Did we even touch 108? Can't even remember. April 19th. Fletch, C+1. All right, we did that, right? I gotta leave myself little notes here. Catch my attention. Right? 3-7. What? Not only is it 1 day off, or 2 days off, or 3 days off, it's right friggin' on. Right on, bub. Right on. Right on. Let's look at the 223. Oh my God, what do we got here? See, G1. What the fuck is G1? Oh, see, Gregorian -1. All right, so 211. 211. It's the day that the Vatican became the Vatican City in 1929. And we're talking about the Schmezowitz, right? And their sun, S-U-N-S-O-N worship, and the moon worship, and the black hole sun, and the Saturn, and all that, right? So another signature number. I'm not getting crazy with it. Not looking at date numerology, but there's your 5-6. But not getting too crazy with it. Oh, there's your 47, right? 47, 74. Jeez, I'm cramming. 223, 322, 201, 911, 111. 19, excuse me. I get the hiccups again. I always get the hiccups when I do these. Okay, so that's that is the day of. Let's just go back a day. Oh my God, it's the day in history that Sirhan pleaded guilty to Judge Herbert V. Walker, right? And we talked about that yesterday with the whole connection with the Herbert G's and Herbert V's and the worker. Oh, all right, so if you missed yesterday's video, so George Herbert Walker Bush was tied to the JFK assassination because of the declassified phone records that put him in Dallas on that day, because of the grainy photos with the fellow that's got the same nose line and the same hairline, the same ear line, same build. He has his hands in his pocket with his thumbs turned out. There's multiple pictures of him in his hands with his pockets with his thumbs turned out. Also a member of Skull and Bones, the 322s. Right? So in interviews later in life, he says, well, I don't even remember being there. Well, the friggin' phone records put you there, Dingleberry. So that's George Herbert Walker. So Sirhan pleads guilty to Judge Herbert V. Walker. So we've got George Herbert Walker, and we've got Judge for two completely separate incidents. Oh my God. Okay, so that's that day. What else have we got? Oh, and it's Prince Phillips. Since we're talking about the Prince, it's his Cabal death date number 1. So Cabal death date number 2, put him on Queen's sacrifice day. And this fucking day puts us on Prince Philip's Cabal death date number 1. Okay, so did we do 11? Yes, we did 11. All right, the Vatican. Let's do the next day. Oh, it's the day that Lincoln was born. Oh my God. Did we look at the Moonth? We didn't even look at the Moonth. Did we get to the Moonth? Did we? February 2/11. Let's see. Let's do the big reveal. 2/11. Right? 11/1. 2. Oh, this friggin' thing again, right? It's this again. The Baphomet, the symbol of Asbelow, firmament separating the waters. Criminy cripple crunks. Let's look at some predictive programming, shall we? Right, the resurrection. Oh, the RR. There's your 99. There's your Baron of Barons. I didn't even see that before. Oh my God, 118. Wait a minute. Wait. 118. Is that 118? It is 118. There's 118. Oh, there's. Did we do 118? August 26th. Let's look at August 26th. Oh my God. Let's look at the day before. 2 days from the Jesuits' 2022 birthday. Gets into your Elon Musk with his crazy 77s and his date numerology. It's 69 days from Ocean Gate. It's 69 days from, okay, I just did that. It's 201 days, right, past Adam Weishaupt's birthday. Oh my God. It is Alt Day 119. Well, I guess it's 118. Let's look at the following day. Nothing crazy, right? So good. We can move on to step 2 with this friggin' lunatic. Have you ever seen him in some of his movies? Oh, look, there's your 4, right? So there's your death reference. Wonder what's going to be happening on this movie, right? A resurrection. 4. Oh, you don't say 4. Anything here? Nothing. Oopsie poopsie. Put a shirt on, lady. Look at this guy, right? Crazy. Put a shirt on, lady. What else do we have? Not in any real wholesome family value movies here. I mean, they look like pretty good movies. Tank. I'll find you. Wrath of Becky. Who let the dogs out? Right? This guy. Oh my God. Little Dixie. Talking about the Georges and the Georges and the Georges and the Georges and the Georges. Oh, 9/11. Oh my God. Or is it 11/9? It could be 11/9. Let's look at 11/9. First sacrifice day of the Queen's death. Naomi and Amy Biden were born and died. Right? Naomi, Amy Biden, born, died. She's born on this day or died on this day? Which one the hell is it now? Born, died. Okay, so she was born on this day. Let's move on. We've got enough 9/11s and 111s and 911s. Oh, 11. Okay, we did that. Was there anything else? It seems like there was something else. What am I missing? Oh my goodness, I almost missed it. March 16th. Oh my God. March 16th. We've talked about the Trump family It is, again, thank you, Cabal Calendar, Ivana Trump's death date using the Cabal Calendar forward, so it's death date number 1. Interesting. And we talked about the repeating pattern people numbers, right? So we took, because Trump's in the news so much, and because this all seems to revolve around him and his family somehow, I started doing 201 days from his birthday. So this day, right, so not the day that Ivana died on her Cabal death date, but the day before, and it's entirely possible that I don't want to say I made a mistake, but measuring, it's entirely possible that it's the same day and I did make a mistake, but it's the third iteration of 201s from Trump's birthday. Following day, thank you, she died. It's entirely possible. I'll go back and remeasure, but it's entirely possible it's the same damn day. March 16th. Let's look at March 17th. Oh, it's St. Patty's Day. Ooh, which is also Cabal Calendar Day 322. So there's another 222. Jesus, what are they trying to tell us here? What indeed? It gets better. Right? March 16th. March 16th. Oh, there he is again. There it is again. What's next? You guys remember the 7-Eleven thing from Musk? And how everything in the financial crypto market tanked after that day? Well, what else happened on 7-Eleven this year? I think that was last year. Maybe it was this year. I can't even remember at this point. Manson family member Leslie Van Houten released on parole. Granny Doodle. I didn't even look through this to see what we got going on. She's 73. I'm sure that's something. I'm not even going to look, because we're just talking about the moon. Granny. So let's measure from predictive programming day number 1 to Granny. 7-Eleven. Wait a minute. Predictive programming number 1 to release day is a span of 117 days, which is 7-Eleven. She was released on 7-Eleven. What the fuck? How does that work out? Oh. Predictive programming? Yes. Can we tell by studying the past and the present, can we predict the future? Well, when we get good enough as a community, your damn Skippy will be able to. Right? Because it's all about predictive programming. They're throwing the cycles of the moon into it. Right? Release date? Release date. 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Put that in your pipe and smoke it there, Elon Musk. With your no Rogan experience programming. I used to be a huge fan of all these people, right? And I started looking into it a little bit. No more. Right, so 11, 117, so 117, we've already touched on the August thing. We're already all set with the August thing. But yet here's another nod to the August thing. And again, what's going to happen on the 25th? Well, let's just look at August 25th here. Is this March? February? Oh my God. I'll lose my place. I'm sure we'll get to it. I'm sure we will. Okay, so since all of this has been brought back into the collective subconscious, into all of our precursor brain chip minds that we are all being sprayed with barium and radon and Teflon and Snoopron and Shoopon and all the ooplons, right? It's all probably, after CERN friggin' shifts the poles on us and we all become magnetized, all of the stuff that's in our bodies, all the GMOs, the non-GMOs, all the ouchie fouchies and the things that they're spraying in the sky, right? It's all going to come to a point. It's all going to collect in our brain, and we're going to become brain chipped whether we want to or not. Nick predicts. Just wait. Okay. What are we talking about here? The hell are we talking about? July. June, July, June, July, July 25th. Right? So what happened on 7-Eleven? Did we already do this? 7-Eleven? I think we did. What? Okay. So remember the August thing? We already talked about the August thing. On the 8th, and on the 9th, and it's this thing again. right? So it didn't necessarily play a role in the 1969, but since everything's been resurrected and released in 2023, you can see how this repeating pattern of, right, cycles is playing a role in 2023. Much like how the Queen, like, I was really amazed that the Queen's death date didn't really fit this standard. But bringing into 2022, 2023, 2024, you bet your bottom dollar it does. So we'll see what happens on that anniversary death date. Okay, so we talk about the 8-8, right? So going way back when, so 8-8 was the day that he was ordered to kill again, and there was another killing, and it was the 8-8, 8-9 thing, right? So the 8-8 is very interesting because it's 4 months and 4 days from 4-4. So there's your 44-44, and we've talked about the 44-44s, and let's bring 44-44 right back into the 2023 with the 666 again. Right, because 4-4 is the day that MLK received his 44, and 666 months brings you once again into 2023. Much like how the 1968 photo of Crazy Pants brought you into 2023, and then all the ridiculousness that happened in 1968 brings you into 2023. So what is being prepared for 2023, right? And we've already talked about the 10-4 good buddy, and especially the 10-7 good buddy, right? And it's going to get us into the 12-6 good buddy. Oh my God. All right. I promised that we were going to talk about Arturo Sosa. You remember him? Do you remember him? The first, does it say? Does it say? Does it say? Well, let's play recap. The Schmezowitz, the SON, SUN, the black hole sun, the moon, covering the sun, the 32 rays. Used to be 95 rays. I could only find one picture of it being 95 rays. Now it's 32. You have your 32 degrees in Freemasonry, and then you have your 33 degrees in Freemasonry. Right, so 32, 33, very important part. So the Superior General, right, Arturo Sosa, I probably mispronounced that as all get out. Well, let's see what we got for little breadcrumbs here. I don't think I looked at this before. I don't see it in the notes. So let's see. We'll go back in time to 1-7. Back in time to 1-7. Where the hell are we? Where are we? Where is my calendar? 1-7. Well, nothing. Let's look at 7-1. Everybody's safe on 1-7. Thank goodness. Now let's look at 7-1. 223 days past Biden's 22 birthday. Princess Diana was born. Who are we talking about, right? Following day is National UFO Day. Uh-oh. Day before is nothing, right? So not interesting, but could play into something in the future. We'll see. Born on November 12th. Let's just skip ahead to November, right? Because, oh my goodness, we got the 322s turning 223, or the 322, 223s turning 323. So let's just start on this friggin' day, and we'll work our way through the next 7 weeks. Because that's what we're looking at, right? So August is going to be ridiculous. September is going to be off the hook. October is, watch out, sister. November is, oh my God. Which gets you into December, which is probably nuclear fallout day on 12/6, along with everything else. All right, so November, again, can't talk and scroll at the same time. We're going to start on, is it the 8th or the 9th? Let's just start, oh, I'm in October. I'm in November. What am I doing here? November. Remember the 12th of November, apparently. Well, how the hell do we get to October? Shit. Jeez. Criminy Crickle biscuits. We'll do a sneak peek. All right, so let's talk about November. November 12th. Oh, Christ. What are we saying here? All right? Why does it do that? I don't know. Right? Right. What are we talking about? Something new's coming. Right? Right. Let's do this in real time. Let's look at November. What is it? 12th, 1948. So, Moon Cal. Probably spelled wrong. What year is that? I can't talk and think and breathe and smell at the same time. Where are we at? 1948. Where are we at? 1948. Click. Moon Giant. Love him. And just triple check. November 12th. November. I'm gonna go nice and slow. Oh my goodness. Right? Right? Oops. Born on the 12th. 13. Born on the 12th. 11. So right in the middle, right? Right in the middle, pivot point. Bingo. Bango. Bingo. Bango. Schmezwitz? See what I'm saying? Is it sun worship or is it moon worship? I don't know. Let's talk about October 14th for a minute, right? Because October is going to be absolutely redonkulous. Do I have October? I don't have to type in front of everybody and get all embarrassed because I can't spell. God damn it. Oops, 2023. And we love Moon Giant. Okay. Let's talk crazy for a minute. We've got the 223s turning 322, and it's very interesting that it doesn't happen to fall on this day this year, right? You'd think with 2023 and all the ridiculousness going on in 2023, this day would be this day, but it's not. So, but it's close. But it's close to other people. But you'd think with the 223s and the 322s and the 322s that it would be this day. But it ties into everybody else, which brings it all together. So let's look at, oh my God, what do we even look at here? Well, since it's not really pertaining to the moon, let's just skip ahead to the 14th, right? We all know it's coming on this day with the 322s and the 223s and right. And okay, well, so here we go. This is my goddamn point exactly. 1, 2, fucking 3. Here we go. Let's skip to the 14th and see what happens. And we'll do 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. So the 14th, right? Oh my goodness, the 14th. Well, what else do we have on the 14th? Great American Eclipse. Dun, dun, dun. So not only do we have an eclipse, is there a counter? Let's see what the time is on the counter. 16:50. 33. Oh, I caught it. Awesome. Oh, it was classic. All right, what are we talking about here? Anyway, all right, so the 14th. So the 14th, we have an eclipse. We also have this thing to start the news cycle all over again to propel us into probably 2024, right? Build up. Taking off this guy. Build up. Holy shit, what's happening? Oh my God! The culmination and the explosion. So, right, 3, 2, 1, lift off into the next session. Oh my God. So let's look at the 13th. We haven't even got to the 14th yet. I'm sorry, we're on the 14th. So it is, we talked about Tupac, we talked about the 44s, we talked about how I can't get through anything because I'm hooked up on the friggin' Tupac thing, which leads me into the Kobe thing, which leads into everything else. Okay, so Tupac, his death date is death date is on this day is Cabal death date number 2. Cabal, what, Cabal or real? Birthday, let me think about this. Birthday is the day that the Titan kicked off. I think it's also Cabal death date number 1. It's something ridiculous like that. So it's his death date number 2. We talked about the 666 things. It's 666 days from the Pope's 21st birthday, or 21st birthday, 2021 birthday. So there's your 666 with the 201, right, the 2021, with the Pope, with the 201, who lives in 201, by the 201, from the 201, in the 201, about the 201. Oh my God. Anything else? Nothing. This day. Well, it's the day that the Knights Templar were culled, burned at the stake. It's where you get your Friday the 13th from. And we've already beat that to death as well. It's also the day in history that Mogadishu happens, right? Remember Mogadishu in Somalia? What happened that day? Bunch of death, bunch of destruction, bunch of crazy shit. Imagine that. You should probably look that one up. See what friggin' moon day that was. Alright, so what's happening on the 12th? Well, it's 332, so there's your kind of mirror, kind of permutation day from what I call Adam Weishaupt's 9/11 death day. I've already talked about that. So not only is the 332 day from the 9/11 death date in 2022, but it's 33 days to the Adam Weishaupt's 9/11 death date in 2023. So there's your 332, your 2 3-3s, right? And then you get another 3-3 with Weishaupt. So moving backwards, you get your 2-2-3, or your 3. Jesus Christ. What the hell is it? You're 3-3-2, and moving forward, you have your 33 friggin' threes. Oh, Christ. And this day is also friggin' Trump's. So, 120, right? Talk a little bit about ritual sacrifice in the last vehicle. I always say that. Last video with the sacrifice with the gematria value of 120. So, measuring from Trump's birthday, this is his first grand sacrifice day. And which is hysterical because it's also his Cabal birthday, one of them. And this day is the day, oops, oh shit, now what have I done? This day is the day that his father was born. So did Trump 44 his father to, Jesus Christ, what happened there? 1, 2, 3. So we'll stop right there, right? We'll stop right there because 1, 2, 3 brought us to here. Is everybody safe on this day? Well, it's Adam Weishaupt's Cabal birthday, and it's also Bronny James's birthday. Bronny James ties into everything else, Bob. Wonder why Bronny had his sudden cardiac arrest and got much better shortly thereafter. Wonder. Let's play Back to the Future and go into time. 1, 2, 3. Well, it just happens to be 187, right? 187, bruh. It's 187 days past Jamie Foxx's mysterious day that he was hospitalized on his Cabal birthday. 187, Jamie Foxx. We'll see. I don't think so, though. I think it's going to be August. We'll see. We'll see. Somebody's coming in August. That's for damn sure. Nobody's going to survive August. Oh my God. So 1, 2, 3, right? 16. Here we go again. 322 days from 11/18, the 322 day of the year in 2022. So there's your double 322. For crying out loud. And it's 33 days. So here's your another, like, so before we had the 322, the 223, and 333 with Weishaupt. Well, this friggin' day is the 332 from and 33 to the 322 day. So what's going on this day? Right? Let's look at the moon for friggin' next year and see what happens. Oh my goodness. And it's 3 months and 22 days after the first reported UFO. Right? So there's a bizarre 322 connection too. Now what have I done? I got all freaked out, and now all my things are, I don't know, what the hell is going on? Uh-oh. All right, we'll stop right there. And just for fun, one more day, right? Nothing good. Nothing good, nothing good. Everybody's safe. We'll see. Okay, so I know this is a long vehicle. I always do vehicle again. And we're an hour and almost 30. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're an hour and 30 minutes into it. Dun 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 dun, dun. Beep beep. And I know that I rambled on and on and on. I probably could have made this a lot shorter. And maybe perhaps someday in all my spare time, I will get to a condensed version. Look at all these friggin' people I gotta get through. Oh my God. Who do we have? Who do we have? Prince, Sinead. Haven't even looked at Sinead yet. Prince, Sinead, Pope John Paul II, Ronald Reagan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron. Who's this guy? Bronny. Right? We just talked about Ronnie the Bronny. Chris Cornell. What? Are you fucking serious? Right? Chester Bennington. What are the rumors about Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington? Well. Friggin' well. Right. Hillary Clinton. Barack the Rock Obama. Oh, bummer, as Zach Hubbard calls him, which I think is absolutely hysterical. Oh, bummer. Right? Tom Cruise. Cabal. Scientology. Who does all the alien movies? Will Smith, Independence Day, right? Did we talk about the whole... We haven't even got there yet. Remember the slap? Ritual. What the hell's going on with Kane West? Ritual. Right? His girlfriend that looks like Pete Davidson, whose dad was killed in 9/11, who has... What the hell? What? I can't remember what his tattoo is. He has some obvious tattoo on his back. I can't remember what it is. It doesn't even matter at this point. What else do we have? Who else is this? Who is this? Oh, Rob Bigger. This friggin' guy. Ruh-roh Shaggy. Oh my God. May 12th. Let's just see real quick. Let's play Time Machine. May 12th. It's 233 days, so 233 into 2023. So you're 233 into 2023. Awesome. Right, and the following day is absolutely friggin' monstrously ridiculous with traffic, with all of the signature numbers, the 9/11s. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 9/11s attached to it. It's got Tesla combined birthday with alt chart. What the hell is going on that day? The Crow was released. I mean, jeez, I'm criminy. Guy, what are you tied into? Chappaquiddick. Looking for water rituals. Right? So, trying to... Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. What have I done now? Trying to get into it. You guys know Donut? This guy's freaking out of his mind. But he does really good stuff. He does good stuff. Moon. Jason Aldean. Right? Trying to get through one person, and you see how that's all connected. It's all connected. It is all connected. Someday I'll put out some 15-hour video on how I went from point A to point B. I'll probably start in 1792 and work my way up to 2023. Okay, I think that's it. I've talked long enough. We're at an hour. Oh, we're at an hour 33. Perfect. What a great time to stop the video. All right. Thank you.